you're on a bucket.
Communication system is called ear tech. So we're using a little boom mic and it's speech activated. So it's always on and it helps us to not have to yell over the noise of machines and talk to the crane operator. And if there's a guy down on the subfloor, we can talk to him from up here and vice versa. Oh yeah, the safety factor goes way up and peace, actually a lot of peace on the job site. I found out there's a lot more good relationship between employees if you're not yelling all the time. Right, keep booming down. Yeah, come out about 6 feet. About half of that pointed end off. Puncture that aluminum foil. This is the 1/2-inch foam gasket we use to insulate between the logs. It's just an extra barrier so the air doesn't get through any small cracks. So you take a roll, just grab the end and then unroll it. About 3 feet at a time. Stick the end down at the end of the log, make sure every inch is covered. And you can pretty much lay it out 3 feet at a time and then just press it into the groove. There's the channel in the log that we call the beaver. And stuff gets really sticky in hot weather. So you got to make sure it's in the groove, not stuck on the side. This white stuff you can pre-peel it off with the roll, like this. So as you unroll it, it comes off. Make sure the beaver channel is completely clean of any ice or dirt. Even if it's a little bit wet, just make sure it lays down into the groove. See, it's not sticking that well because it's a little wet there, but as long as it's in the groove, the next log on top will smash down and cover it and squish it down. So if you need to add a little bit on the end, you can do that or put it to the side. Make sure it stays in the groove. This is actually how you want it. You want the white backing to be on top of the roll, not underneath. So when you're all done, you just pull it off. Make sure you're in the groove. So this is a pretty tight job site. We don't have a lot of room to spread logs out. So we're setting a couple bundles onto the deck. We're actually staging the bundles and then spreading them out and laying them as we go. This is how you have to do in a lot of situations. Make sure you have about 6 feet of space, ideally between each bundle. You don't want to put heavy bundles right next to each other, like super heavy bundles anyway, because there's too much weight on the floor. So spread them out. Usually we have more space out and about. But this is a mountainside here, so we have no space on the side to set logs.
Actually swing my direction a little bit. All right, cable down.
Tyler, we're gonna start setting down here now. You're good. Hold it, hold it. Oh, actually, yeah, we're gonna switch. We're gonna swap them around. We're gonna put the hooks on. I need the plans in the truck. Utilities. We need a hard hat. Okay. Bundles and swinging them down. We're gonna
versus hooking.
When we switch to that, ideally we're gonna find 1A. But you need a hammer.
Okay, I'll bring it up.
We want to make sure the hooks are nice and set, so they should be below the round of the log. I know because of the length of this log, 1A is going to start in the front, next to the front door. Right here on the front deck of the house, so this little guy here. So look for 1B, Cody.
1B?
Yep. If you can't find it, go to 1C and so on. Especially with snow on your shoes, don't walk on top of the logs. We're basically going to use up the logs as we have them here. So just find the next one, like if you go B, C, D, E, F, all the way up, find the next one that's available. And see 1D right there, that's probably going to be the next one we have. Cable down, he's got it glued now. So that one was 1A, that's the first log of the house. So as we go around, it's B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and so on. All right, cable down. Oh, he's got it. Hey Tyler, that rips the log up if you do that. We set logs in a clockwise pattern. Because of the tight space we have, we're not able to get all the logs down here that we need. So we're gonna just get the next log that's available for us here and set that. Hey Cody, hook 1D.
I got 1C right here.
We got 1C. Oh Mike, we got one right over here in front of you. Just boom down. Cable up, cable down, boom up, boom down. Okay. If you need to use your hands, okay, this goes on this right wall coming towards you, Mike. Front right corner, but it's coming back towards you on the long side. Just do the outside. But there's still some ice over there by the porch. Snow. Hold it, we gotta get snow off the bottom of this log. Somebody glue it, Tyler. There's another bundle up there. Okay, Justin, when you're setting row 1, you have to kind of estimate where this end starts. Cody, take that end from Justin. And Justin, come over here for a sec. There's a log passing this way. I'm gonna put this end about 5 inches in or 6 inches in from the subfloor. Should be pretty close to where it needs to go.
Roger.
The less you have to drag it later, the better. All right, cable down. Hang on.
Right.
This isn't C, Cody.
It's J.
Hang on, this is not the right log. We gotta put it somewhere else. You gotta write it, you gotta read it correctly. It's this J, it's backwards. It's a backwards C. Look at the ends. The ends are also marked.
Mariah or Joseph J.
Okay, Mike, this is gonna go in the back left corner, opposite side of the house. This was J, we thought it was C. So hook D next. I think he needs that thing, Tyler. Cody needs that radio to talk to the operator. So really quick, the hand signals. Are you familiar with crane signals at all? Okay, talk to him, Justin. So if you want it to come straight down, you'll take cable down. Okay. Straight up is cable up. Yeah. If you want it to go in and out, you got to go boom down. Okay. We'll move it away from the crane. Boom up, we'll move it towards the crane. Gotcha. If you want it to stay level, but travel towards the crane, you're going to say boom up, cable down. Because you've got to boom it up and cable it down at the same time so it stays level. Okay. And the signals for that, cable is spinning your pointer finger, cable down, cable up. If you just do like this, he might move his boom. Boom is thumb, boom up, boom down. And to do both, is you milk it. So boom up like this, if you could see him, you know, in certain cases you're gonna need to, it's better if you don't have to motion, but you just do this. This will move it towards the crane and keep it level, so it's not like lifting up. I know they're in the way, but we're gonna have to move them right now, huh? Okay. Well, we're in the way on the other side too, so we're just, get this thing off of here. Okay, we need 5 guys on this log to pull it. All hands on deck. Stick your hammer into an electrical hole and pull over there, Cody. Other side of Tyler, there's another hole like this. Is that one good? So Brandon, you can get tape dry. Don't walk on these logs. Any snow you put on top is gonna have to be scraped off. So get tape on anything that's down here. Clean, just start cleaning, and you can use that torch. Okay, Matthew, start torching the logs now. So as soon as these are in place, you're just gonna help Justin get it in place.
It probably butts into that one.
I mean, there's a doorway here, isn't there?
Is that fall out of your pocket?
Yes, it did. Sorry, Mike, we're getting it figured out here. We gotta boom it out, boom down all the way out to the front corner here. Once we get the numbering figured out, it'll be smooth. But come all the way out to me here. Just keep in line where it's at and just boom it out. Yep.
You sure there's a door here?
There's no door, it's just windows. Swing right to touch. Cable down. You're on it. I saw it swinging right as I was talking. Cable down. Okay, Cody, talk to him. You're gonna go to 1D. Stand on the or go right to where the log is and point towards it so he could see. Can he see you? Okay, Cody's your guy now. He's gonna be hooking, Mike. Should be able to grab it with one hand, each hook. So if they're together like that, you have to use the hook, jam it in there, and turn it. Use it like a pry bar. And you gotta look at the center of the log where the weight is. Cable down, I can't talk to him right now. Okay, cable up. All right, you're good.
What's your name? Mike?
That won't get tangled up.
I don't know if you're on, Tyler.
Hey, you can hear me, right?
No. Let's switch out this mic. One of them was bad. Yeah, I can hear you, Mike. Hey, Justin, can you hear me? Let's try this guy. I laid that already. I laid G already.
Oh, you did? Okay.
G is sitting there. We need F, so we need H, yep.
Go ahead and boom down.
Pull it in a little bit, make it straight. So we need to take the crane back up top and get that other big bundle. Justin, you can start screwing this corner together. I'm not made to have 30 wires hanging off me. Okay, let's get this stack of lumber moved. We're gonna put the next bundle right there. Get those screws out of there. Those are all gonna be in the way. For example, in this corner, Justin, yeah, just get it as close as you can by eye. And then suck that thing together. The problem is, okay, hang on, because this thing can really be manipulated. If you suck it together, it will never move again with the angle of it. So we need to
Let's go that direction.
measure this from outside round to chalk line is 4 inches. You're going in against the metal. You hold your level on here against the metal. It should be 4 inches. About 2.5. So we got to go this way, 1.5 inches. So shift this at least close, somewhere in there. Come back in here prior. So guys, these logs have to be as close to a place as possible when the grain is on there. You don't want to have gaps like this, because now you got to move that with a hand. Cody and well, whoever's setting Gasket. That's, you know, once the weight is off, it makes sure the splices are all tight, even when we're setting the first row. Oh, this will move. It should move. You got tremendous prying power with your hammer and the splices. Is that tight?
Yes.
You know, just straighten that out with your eyeball, that short guy, and screw that in.
Hey, can you guys like put weight on that? Just pull, I'm pulling it back as we stand on it.
Down 2 inches on the outside on the metal.
What do you want? Outside on the metal?
Measure the subfloor.
I have to go under the corner.
Under the corner. All the way underneath the corner, Brandon.
You said 2 inches past?
A couple inches long, he said.
We'll have to center it. Actually about 3 inches. Actually, we put a 3/4 plywood on this end. 3/4. Either way, we're gonna have. Okay, we gotta come this way 1/4 inch yet. Try that splice.
How's that?
A little more. Okay.
So I'm a 1/2 inch in on that side.
1/2 inch in.
Yes, so I can go out, but we already got a gap, so.
Well, he's
Are
got
we-
to come all the way in again. So we got to be an inch
We're
and a
splitting
half,
the
almost an
difference?
1.5 inches in on each end. So we're all 1.25 inches because we're 2.5 inches long. So total, so we got to come 1.25 inches in from the subfloor.
Okay. And that'll split the difference between the two?
Yeah. We got a little bit wider because we put a 3/4 plywood on this on this wall to cover that pony wall that we built, but that would still been about 1 3/4 inches. Yeah, that's pretty close. We'll call that good. Might have to come more.
This is in quite a bit. Say about 2 inches.
What's going on here? Look on the red line there. Red chalk line. Okay, yeah, that's 14 foot. 1.5. Why is it 3? See that Milwaukee or a 3-speed to burn up the old drill. So a 1/2 inch in right now here. We gotta come this way about an inch. Okay. Okay, we're going your way, Justin. We got.
Are you ready for a bundle to come down?
Yeah. Pull it this way again. Okay, Justin, put screws in this corner. Okay, we're right centered right there. You stay within 1 inch of the well, at least 1 inch away, yeah. Right here.
You want us to scrape the snow out from underneath it on the subfloor, or
Yeah, we should swing it. Just swing it out there and scrape.
might pull on that and spin it around. Is this good? Would be easier.
Tell him.
Okay, go ahead and boom up.
We gotta swing it out away and scrape the snow out.
Hold. We gotta swing it to the right. Get
it off the deck. Okay, Justin, they can get that. In 1.5 inches. So I got. I'm letting an inch in because my log shifted in, but yeah. Sometimes you gotta get a couple bites to try to get a grip. You don't want to over tighten these because they will spin out because they're only screwed into OSB. So this is this here. Let's grab this. Oh, we got them. Get that tight. Doesn't matter if it's totally in place sideways. It's just high side.
Just boom up. Well, that's interesting.
You might want to get off this side because you're gonna. If you crank it like that, you're gonna pull the log sideways. So just, yeah, that's on the round part of the log. And so the ledge is literally just right in here somewhere. See, it's already peeled right there.
How much can I go that way? You're good. You can come about 2 feet. We've got a little more. We got to go that way. Keep coming. Keep coming to me. About there. When I start cabling down, maybe I'll come this way a little bit.
You're on a bucket. You're on a bucket.
You're also hitting this log.
Plenty of room over there? We're good over there?
We got 3 inches of space.
Alright, I got 8, 10 inches.
How about that middle wall? Is that hitting?
Gonna be
Hey Justin, just stay with me here. Let's get this set. In a second, Brandon, in a second you can actually do that because we want to tie this corner down, but we're just, we got to get the measurement right. But then before we do anything else except the ends, you can put one all the way in the end, we got to run a string line on this and straighten it out. So this is also 2 3/8 wider on this end. So there's a pattern. They must have put some kind of framing on it. Probably the inside of the rim board was right on foundation, and they built the rim board out over, or something crazy like that. I don't know why. So we got to set this out 1.25 inches. This has got to be in 1 3/16 to be exact. But pull right here. There you go. Yep. Go down over the edge. And transfer this line down. See, I transfer. What's going on here? Oh, what's going on? I just about slipped off this thing. 3.5. Yeah, we gotta get out a ways. How much is it?
Yeah, it looked like at least 4 inches, but we'll see here.
Oh, really?
How about now? All right, cable down.
I'm gonna bump it your way a little bit.
Yeah.
Hold it.
Hold.
Cable up.
Cable up. Cable down. Okay.
I wouldn't even worry about measuring this right now. Tie these corners together and do your diagonal string lines.
Got it.
So this measurement has to be on. Hey, Tyler, bring this over 1/2 inch towards me. You get your hammer bar underneath it or something underneath the porch. Yeah, we're 16th off now. Because this will manipulate that corner. If this is known. So now you can set, you can screw these in, screw all that together, and then check all your doorways. If your doorways are the right width, then check your doorways. And adjust this wall as needed.
And leave this one separate.
Right.
Good.
Okay, get it down.
It can swing my way.
Tell me, cable up. Cable up. There. Stop. Stop.
Okay, cable down.
Down.
Oh, wait, maybe not.
This is brought upside down with
There's no
this.
beaver on it. I wondered about that.
Is there a beaver on the bottom?
Electrical holes are kind of over that way towards the zero.
No, it has to be this way. They wouldn't have run it on the bottom.
Definitely upside down.
There's a notch down on the floor, yeah.
Don't drag it too much on glue. Bring the crane back down. That's something you gotta check for, guys. Is if there's no beaver, that's a plan. That just costs $50. That's all a mistake. The letter was on the wrong side of the log, so we had to set down on the glue. And now we had to roll it right side up. Because this beaver channel here was not on the bottom side, so and the electrical holes were also on the opposite side of the log. You gotta re-glue that.
Are we sure that that's
People
centered to
need
this?
to start taking it more serious.
Who set those nails? You did? Is there a cross?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. We'll come back for it.
We all start talking like this. Matthew will start like, he'll get the idea. He'll start doing crazy. I've never heard Matthew do that most of the time. He's far too serious. Far too serious all the time. Matthew, talk like this. More like
blade of those in the first one. Yeah, we have a couple of corners. It don't get too bad. Like, have a lot of mud in it, right? Yeah. I figured it would be close. It makes a good story, is for sure. Yeah, we're been exactly a year now since I was.
All right, you lift it up.
Yep.
All right, you lift it up. All right, you lift it up. Getting close. Right now, continue this and then get that inside wall. Okay, Justin. Yeah. What do you got? Keep going. 60. Oh. Good.
36 foot.
Those two, the doorway back there, you look down the line.
Yeah.
You can take a drill over.
Nine and 3/4. Just a hair under 9 3/4. Okay. 4.5 wide. 4 3/4 wide. Okay. See if that one's. I made that notch about 4 5/8 wide. See how wide that one is over there. Maybe I have to cut that a little bit more. it my way, Tyler.
I'm Jalen with Meadowlark Log Homes, and today we're going to be starting a series on assembling a log cabin. We're going to go over the log wall assemblies, the roof structure, windows and door install, railing, staining, chinking, interior frame walls, as well as finishing details, trimming, things like that. This is a good resource for being able to actually build your own cabin. Through our website, meadowlarklogcabins.com, we have a couple different models with some different sizes. These are standardized cabin kits, so they're standard floor plans. We build them, to order. At the time of launch, we're going to be offering log package, railing, and the roof package, which is like the framing for the actual roof dry-in. And down the road, we may add more features to what we offer to buy, like windows, trim, flooring, etc.
Well, the last corner was 43 foot 3 inches to the cross of the two. Yeah, we're good. This one is 43 foot 1, so we're 2 inches out of square. So we need to split the difference and move an inch in one direction. So let's see. It's longer that direction than this direction. So we need to move this corner. So that is 5.5 thereabouts. So we're 2 inches shorter on this cross section than that one. So we're going to split the difference and move one corner 1 inch. It's longer that direction. And this one here needs to move out 1 inch.
And that corner.
So that corner needs to come this way,
Yeah.
1 inch.
Correct.
And hey, Brandon, take a break for a second. We're going to move this 1 inch this direction. So, ideally, have you seen the pry bars in the trailer at all? I didn't see any, but they would come in handy right now. If you know where they are, try to bring as many as you can. So if he finds a couple of pry bars, we'll have one on that end, one right here, and then I'll be pounding
Careful out there, slippery.
5 1/4.
Oh, is it? Help a little bit?
4 and 5. So I'm going to move this corner back 1 inch, and that should be it.
Okay.
You don't want to put too much stress.
Where's the pry bars?
Go back farther.
Upstairs.
I need somebody. Can you hold a board on that end so I can hit it?
You lifted up on that side? Are you lifted up? Can you tell you what, put your cat's claw underneath and step on it. It'll be easier on your ribs. Good?
Got a mark on the
Take some more weight off.
We got about 5/8, half inch. Right about there. Double check.
On the end. I did it a minute ago. It came like
Good?
it's good there. I might be in like a quarter 3/8 there. Pretty good.
Yep, there it goes. I'm just going to temporarily put one here until it back out.
The problem is this is not on foundation here. See, this had to be set before you ever check your diagonals, because this determines your diagonal. If this is off, then your diagonal is false.
Okay.
So this has to come in, and then you got to readjust your diagonal, because if this is out, this is actually a wedged structure. So you're doing your diagonal with a wider butt end here.
Okay.
This got to come in.
So make this true first.
Go out on the chalk line all the way out. Yeah, if this is off, then everything is off. Yeah, we're 26 foot 3/4 inch. We're supposed to be right at 26 foot.
All right, come this way a quarter. A little bit more. Okay. That's
Okay.
good.
Now this, you guys were moving this way, right?
Yes.
So that was good. You didn't. So now the diagonal will be off, but it would have to come even further. Let's check that. If it's within a 1/4 inch, we'll leave it.
Okay.
We'll also need to pound this in now to put this on the string line.
Okay. Are we good? What about the ice on the bottom? I mean, is it worth torching, or should we just use a hammer?
We're going to make a mess of all these logs. Just bring it off the edge. We do just scrape it the best you can. You need a metal shovel. Just look for what to do, guys. You have some. Jump in and help each other clean the logs up. Table down. Table down. turn that thing up again. Let's lay this on the side.
I put the block on here.
It's only 60 pounds in my left hand.
I could build a deck with my feet if I had to. Yeah, I could probably pick up the drill and pull the screw through my toes. I don't know if I could.
We bring a board over, do a block on it, just go about an inch out, not too much. You can't go more than an inch and a half because it's going to bump against the wall of the house. So just about an inch like that. Okay, so we're tying down row 1, scoring it up. So there's a lot of steps in doing this. You have to set the log in place and adjust it with the foundation that's there. In this case, we did not build the subfloor, so we can't ensure that the subfloor dimensions are exact. If it's too wide, if the subfloor dimensions are wider, you have to center the logs in the subfloor dimensions. If it's narrower, you still have to center it. Ideal, if we build a subfloor, we make them exact. If it's a 26 foot by 34 foot house like this one is, then the dimensions of the subfloor outside to outside are going to be 26 foot by 34 foot. But you always have to be prepared to improvise if the subfloor is not exact. So you have to shift those logs to where they're centered. This red chalk line here, the pad puts on, that is the foundation line. So that foundation line should shoot down level to the outside edge of the subfloor metal here. In this case, it shifted in about an inch because this subfloor was wider. But that is what you go with to line up the corners. You have chalk lines go in each direction. And you put a string line on those chalk lines. Throw the nail in the corner. The two lines intersect. You use a chalk line or a string line and stretch it out. So in row 1, we have to punch through the electrical holes that are there in the log. We have to poke that through the OSB subfloor plywood. Something we have to do before we cover it up. Actually, Justin, I'm gonna have to go ahead of you and punch all these holes through.
For the electrical?
For the electrical.
Do we have the blade bit?
Tyler did a couple of them, but the drill is sitting right there. If they're not angled in, it's a problem. That one poked through. So just any holes that are in the log need to be punched through the plywood before we set row 2 on it. Now the first row always takes longer. It's the most important in the house to get square. So we get it set, get the corners screwed together, and then measure diagonally to check the square. It always takes an hour to a couple hours to get it all set, and then we're ready to go with the house. We shouldn't have any screws in here, Brandon. We don't want to screw these until it's all tied together with the corner. So here's the order, guys, for laying log. And this is a give or take, but you set it, set the ends with the windows and doors. You set the corner, screw the corner together and the splices, adjust everything, and you put the rebar in. There's a third thing is rebar, then the last thing is screws.
Roger.
And then you glue it.
Roger.
So the glue can overlap with the screws, it's not a big deal, but just make sure it's not screwed until you're totally in place.
Roger.
The rebar will help pull it in place.
So, me as the cameraman is now gluing, because it needs time to put glue on, but I just messed that up. You don't want glue on the gasket, apparently. So I'm gonna scrape that off.
It helps if you go the right direction.
So, we couldn't drill through that log, so now we're going down to the basement to see what it's drilling into.
Okay, hold. Cable up here.
Go down.
Guys, just get a groove here. But yeah, if you're gluing, that's great.
Oh.
It fits that on both ends like. The wrong one to leave. Oh. Sorry, the log is.
Backwards?
That's the best backwards log I've ever seen.
It's backwards.
It's inside out. See, this arrow goes in. But the
Oh.
alignment marks match.
End points to the interior.
You see how this angle is a little bit different on this angle.
Oh yeah.
But see this ledge? I mean, I haven't seen a backwards log that's that good.
But the hole's gonna align it all.
No.
Got a slide.
But we're out of rebar anyway. We're gonna call it. Let's call it. That's good. All right, we'll put the throw 7 on it.
Closer. Cable up. Hold there.
A Milwaukee drill is actually faster than those.
Putting things away, covering it up for the day.